Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. We are going to go for part 3 of Nightfalls for the week, and I saved the best one for last, because honestly I don't even know if I need to fire a gun, but I bought my Fatebringer in case I do, because I think that one's going to hit stuff like a truck, so it's going to be a good time. You guys know it is Sepiks Perfected, pretty easy one if you want to solo it this week with Daybreak. Your modifiers should work with you pretty well, speed shouldn't be probably a problem, plenty of enemies to kill, overall not too shabby. Now a couple things you're going to notice here, we got Arc Burn. So that's your big one, especially for small arms, bringing something with you. Small arms is going to be your one for bonus damage, only time that really kind of gets in your way. If you got a scout rifle, it hits like a truck, it's great. Fang of Your Ute is honestly probably what I would go with, but I used that already, so I'm going to be using something different. Juggler will keep you mixing up your ammo. If you got a rocket launcher, machine gun, something like that, just to get some primary ammo to drop, it's going to be a main benefit. Ironclad, a few more shields, and then of course Daybreak. Ironclad, you're mostly going to see that on Shanks and a few of the knights. Nothing too major to deal with there, but not too bad. Daybreak, of course, everything, including your recharges, are cranked up to 11. Now for Warlocks, this is why it's going to be a lot of fun. Stormcaller, of course, melt an entire room. It's going to be pretty effective. Storm Grenades get a nice grouping of enemies. You've got Superconductor, you've got Transcendence, so your super can last a long time. You've got Perpetual Charge, Punch Grenade. It's, you know, pretty solid cycle. Overall, the Warlock should be able to survive pretty well. Now down here you've pretty much got your choice of weapons. You can pull out a sidearm, you can have a sniper rifle, whatever you really desire. Probably not going to use these two very much. A machine gun works just because it gives me a chance for one to get some things to explode, just to drop some, honestly, primary ammo, because that's what I'm going to be using mostly. So see what I can do with Fatebringer, but honestly it's more along the lines of how many times can I use my super with the Warlock. If you've got impossible machines, they're a great thing to bring along with you, just more than anything else, because they're the only thing that helps your arc subclass. So landfall for your super, so at least if you jump up in the air you'll smash a few extra enemies. Sniper ammo if you got it, rocket launcher ammo if you got it. I'm actually not using either of those, so not a big benefit to me on this one, but normally that's how I would run. Prime setup here, of course, Fang of Your Ute, some arc sniper that you know you love, and an arc rocket launcher. That's going to be your best way to go. But I'm goofing around on this one, so let's see how it goes. Let's kick this thing off. If you guys have any questions, always leave them down in a comment about builds. As always, thank you guys for the following. You can always follow me on twitch.tv/Ebontis. Let me know. I'll let you guys know when I'm going live. Follow me on Twitter when I've got stuff going on. And also, of course, subscribe on YouTube. Hit that alert bell, and you guys will know when those videos come. So let's kick this thing off. I'll see you guys on the inside of the strike. Alright guys, as soon as you load in, jump on that Sparrow. See if I can make this a good run for you guys. But a couple announcements for you guys. I am working on trying to think of a clan name, so if you have any thoughts in the comments, drop that below. Clan for Destiny 2, something related to Ebontis, or just, you know, focused around the big letter E. Just trying to do something. My only thought is kind of corny, so the only thing I have going is like Famil E, but Famil, and then Giant E. So that's the only thing I've thought of so far. Pretty crappy and corny, so if you guys can think of something, please, by all means, share any thoughts you've got with me. I would be happy for any ideas. Believe me, they're probably better than what I've got. My creative juices sometimes are lacking, so. Also, the other thing, I did actually get a partnership with Control Freak. So I'll be working on getting a promo code up for you guys so you can get 10% off on any order and also help support me as well. But 10% off for any Control Freak. If you guys haven't done thumbstick like cover, those little thumbstick grips, if you haven't used them before, I promise you won't want to go back once you do. When you come in here, you can do this in a couple ways. The big ones you want to focus on are the Boomer, this big old knight down here. And then once you've got him down, or the wizard is actually probably what I would say number one. But after that, then once those two are down, just have some fun. Use that super because you're going to get it back. And come up here and just start melting the Siva. Especially these two. And that usually does it.
I should be able
Stand here and look cool for a minute.
In the meantime, do not touch the lasers and watch my back.
Really wouldn't let me kick off the ghost. Awesome. Well, again, about a minute or two to kick that one off. Make sure your Fatebringer is reloaded if you're using one. All 10 bullets seem to go fast. Now, as soon as these guys come out, once you see the lights in their eyes, go ahead and drop that grenade over there. You're going to get some nice, effective use out of that grenade just to kick this thing off. Now, once you get damaged any decent amount, I would just be careful because the Thrall can overrun you, so come up here, you know, chunk a grenade over there, something like that. Try and take those guys out with your grenade, and then just look for the other boomer. Now, usually he's going to hide somewhere down in the bottom area. If he makes it over there, should be good. And then you're going to have some stragglers. You're going to have a few curse thrall around. You're going to have this dude, and then just wait for the rest and throw in some curse thrall. They'll be around. Now, after that, you're going to have some thrall that come down. Now, if they all hop down together, you can make a nice little explosive bundle of joy. Otherwise, wait for the struggler. Again, nice little grenade there. Hopefully pick most of them off. Quite a few at least. And if you need some primary ammo, just switch guns. Occasionally it will help and get you that drop you need. Now, the big hive is coming over here. Now, your best bet, throw a grenade over here. Jump up here, let the wizard come out, try and fry it as it comes by. Wizard down, take a few of these guys out, and then just try and pick some of these guys off as they come by, but try not to get too exposed. If you can come back through here, stay in some type of cover. If you don't get full use out of your super, don't worry, it's not worth dying, because there's a lot of stuff out there that can kill you rather quickly. Mainly wizards and boomers, especially that dude up there. He's going to be your more annoying one, friendly foe there of the day. Now, Fatebringer, not the best choice here. It actually worked for a minute, though. Now, they get a chance to drop that wizard shields. That wizard is like main priority number one. So if you can get another grenade out there, see if I can get him working. Watch for the boomer bombs. Ow. Now, if it really starts getting hectic up here, duck down, see if you can line aside him for a second. Or come out here. Now, there's going to be like 3 or 4 grouped up. That's why I would not run to the back. They get a bit crazy. But yeah, spend a little time, pick a couple off. Again, if you need to get back in cover, just be careful. And just watch where the shots are coming from. Looks like this one's coming from over here, so I can get a grenade out there on him. Might be able to slow him down for a hair. Come on. Land one on his head, might be able to finish him off. That knight's down. A few stragglers. Big dude up in the middle. If you can get a crit on him, like, Fatebringer's really good at medium range. Like, it's going to get a lot of work done for you. But, unfortunately, it's just sometimes hard to get those shots. Those imperfect shots. Big guy in there, he is finally down. You're going to have a few stragglers, these couple over here. If you jump down, you'll probably pull the rest of the few enemies that are out. Another random acolyte, random thrall, and group number 2. I do enjoy the explosion of Fatebringer, though. Now, as these guys come up, you're going to have a few bigger enemies that come out. Once again, another acolyte just chilling over there. Now, these are the fun ones. They're melee. They're going to hurt, so be careful. Fatebringer will stagger them pretty solidly, so if you can save your super for the named wizard, that'll actually kind of make this process go a little quicker. Almost there. Don't let the curse thrall get you. And now you want to just look for the big named wizard. Should be coming out fairly soon, so watch for it. If it's out, try and find it. There it is. It's up there. Now, the wizard is going to be the one thing that messes you up more than most things. So if you can get on its level and then try and actually, like, go super ham on it, it's going to be a good way to finish it off. There you go. Nice and smooth. Of course, kind of wasting my super, but hey, what do you know? I'm just going to vaporize the ground. The ground is going to get fried. Good stuff. And come around the corner, run to the next section. Again, that'll be about 7 minutes or so. Time is not really going to be your factor here. But if you want to finish a few guys off, start with these over here. Turn the corner, get a few Fatebringer shots, look for the big boomer. You can get everything killed nice and quickly. Sometimes it works. A little primary ammo. Thank you. Exactly what I was going for. Now that smash would have hurt because I don't know if he's arc, but I have this weird hunch that he probably was. But yeah, if you ever run out and you're in a pinch, it's not a bad thing to actually have a machine gun with you if you're goofing around with something like Fatebringer. So you can have that massive ammo, a little extra damage. I know heavy's only 3/4 because of small arms, but it's still a decent chunk. So just keep that in mind.
We've definitely got Hive. And apparently they hold a grudge.
Now, the thing you want to focus on here is the wizards. If you can come up here and take this wizard out quickly, before all the ogres drop. That's going to save you quite a bit of annoyance. The boomers are next. That is a scary ogre who is up on that pillar. Now, he's not normally up there, but it's good times all around. Those are apparently my footprints. Watch for the shots from the ship above. Those are going to be the ones that hurt probably a lot more than you would imagine. Big ol' ogre still hurts though. And if you get that grenade on him placed well, it hurts him a lot. Now, one nice shot there. Fatebringer does pretty well with some medium to close range damage, so just keep that in mind. As you creep up, again, look for that wizard and try and take that wizard out. The wizard is going to be one of the more annoying things you can fight in this entire section, just because they just don't stop firing. They do so much, it's kind of impressive, but in a really piss you off kind of way. Now, the bridge here is not a bad thing to use for cover. You never quite know what you're going to hit out there. Sometimes a curse thrall can take out a wizard, so just keep firing. Sometimes it'll work. Now, this curse thrall might do me some good. There we go. There's a lot of dead stuff out there. Ow, 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 ow. Now, anything that's going to creep up, probably a curse thrall. There it is. Now, ogre is... where's he at? Somebody's close. I feel like I got another curse thrall coming up. Keep trying to get those grenades out there, working that ogre down. Still get some nice damage, even if it's not full damage with your Fatebringer. Just keep chunking those grenades. This is a nice little place for cover, depending on where everything chooses to sit. If he crawls up here nice and close, just be careful and start working him down that way. Like, if these guys are going to sit here in a nice little grouping, I'll use my storm grenade to kill them. I'm not going to argue. They're just going to sit there and take the grenades in the face. Who's to say I'm going to stop them? Another one down. Once you get two down, I don't quite know when the door opens, but when the door opens, the Siva comes out. Technically, you can run through. Like when I did it with my Hunter, I literally just stealthed and ran on by this entire section as soon as the Siva came out. Because why not? No need to kill everything. So, to no one's surprise, the Siva are out. Now, when the Siva come out, I'm going to let him actually go nuts on something. Once the Siva come out, you've got a couple things to watch for. You're still going to have some boomers around, but it's actually the knights that are probably going to kill you the quickest because they are arc and they are majors. Now the wizard, you can take those out. Big boomer knight, he's going to hurt. But if he's standing still and he's occupied, it's a great time to melt some faces. Shouldn't have too much left here. And that ought to wrap. Ta-da! That's a complete section there. Check any ammo you need and run on to the next world. 10 minutes in, we're good to go.
Why would the splicers rebuild Sepiks?
By the time you kick Sepiks off, you're probably going to have your super up anyway.
I can make a guess.
That's why it's a nice time to use it there. Once the ogres are down reasonably enough that you can come up and get close, I would probably blow your super on those guys, especially the melee knights. They are arc and they will just mess you up. Now, if you guys remember Light Switch, it would be an instant kill, but Light Switch hasn't been around for a while.
Sepiks perfect in all his glory.
Okay, use those grenades. His super is already up. Not a huge worry. I don't even know. Gotta love those head explosions. They're just so satisfying. Oh, it's just him. Wait for his shield to go down. Now, Fatebringer is pretty effective at range. Like 15,000 a pop just on the boss. You want to keep throwing your grenades as much as you can, but I mean, Fatebringer's actually not terrible in this room because your range is actually solid. If his shield is up, then you're at the next phase. Now, the first phase is going to be arc. I would be very, very careful here because you will die quickly when the arc scorch cannons choose to find you. You never quite know when that's going to be, but when they do come out, it's painful when they start playing. Now, grenades work well on a lot of these shanks just because they're more annoying than anything. So take out the shanks. Be careful about this guy. Are you serious with that one? Well, we're going to go ahead and roll with this run because, yeah, I'll tell you why that actually happened. So if you want to make sure no guys come up literally up these stairs, when the enemies spawn and kind of if you're waiting for them to come up, literally hang right here. You're safe. You could sit here for 18 minutes until the timer runs out and you're fine. But when the enemies spawn up, you want to make sure that you're actually hidden. So get your damage on Sepiks, and then as soon as you see the enemies come in, starting to spawn, 17,000 a pop. That's pretty solid. Now, yeah, if you want to be safe, stay back in this room. You're back closer towards the wall. If you want to throw a grenade out, that's fine. But to avoid the enemies coming, you can also just watch your radar. They spawn in below, and if you're down here, they're basically forced to go to the other side. Usually they won't run up, but my prime example, I had one do it anyway. So it just kind of depends on when you get back in here. More often than not, they will not do it to you. How's that? But sometimes you've got some stragglers that break the rules. But that was actually a Scorch Cannon, guys, so that's why he was a little harder to kill. If it was just a Thrall, or, you know, Drag, not the end of the world. But these two dudes, they will just mess your day up. Like it's going out of style. And Scorch Cannon. Drop his shield. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the other one to kill because he's going to vaporize before I get a chance to. But that's okay. If you can kill both at the same time, even like popping your super, it's really worth going for it. Because what you're going to do is get another Scorch Cannon, and as its arc, you can do a ton of damage with it. So, I mean, I'm still going to get solid damage between Fatebringer and some grenades. Look at this. 16,000 a pop. Literally 160,000 damage in a clip. It's kind of insane. I don't even know why I'm shooting that one. I really don't need to. He's going to work you a little bit, but that's pretty solid damage, and we're on phase 2. So, take out a couple of those. Take out the Shanks. Shanks will be coming. They're going to keep coming back. Now, the solo ones aren't as bad. The Scorch Cannon will still hurt. By no means is it something you should just be like, oh, sure, shoot me. But if you have the opportunity to kill both and use a Scorch Cannon on one of the guys, you're actually going to be pretty happy you get to. Now, as I've got both up here, I'm going to use my super. Melt a few of these guys, and I want to pick this thing up and shoot it. But I also want to, well, just for sake of survivability, I'm going to skip it. But that's the thing, if you can kill them both right there together and drop them, pick one up, fire it, and then just use the other one. Oh, I'm going to... Are you serious? Well, this one will have a few bloopers, but I still have plenty of time and I'm in the boss room and it was fairly smooth. So up until here, this is what you should do. At this point, don't do some of these things, like grenade yourself and then get picked off by some of the enemies. So, I'm going to try this again. Have all the enemies come out. Have the standard run. Come on, grenades, do your work. Scorch Cannons are out. Now let's see if I can actually kill them both together. That would be nice. If I can kill them both together, this is going to work really, really well. I don't see a Scorch Cannon down right now, which is probably good, actually. I know the shields are usually going to be those guys. Ah! That would be the Scorch Cannon. And again, try and take some of those guys out. Look for the big uglies. Trying to take out most of the guys, so when I go for the fun ones, they're not going to be as bad. Alright, so one is down. I want both, because they're arc. So we're going landfall. I'm going to pick this one up. I'm going to fire at him. Now make sure you're hiding while this thing explodes. Now what you want to do is pick this thing up as quick as you can, because it will disappear quickly. But if you can get that shot on him, watch the damage I get. Oh, 45. Still. It sometimes is a little higher. Ooh, hit me. That hurt. Now at this point you're just going to do some damage as the shield is down. Grenades are great for that at this point. Until you totally whiff with your grenade. Hit something. I don't even know what I hit over there, but I'll take it. You should still have plenty of time. That's not going to be a factor. As I said, 13 minutes. No biggie. Now as the enemies come out, as you do more damage, watch for the shanks and stuff. I'm always sometimes just a little too aggressive, not really paying attention to my health. Destiny 2 will be very different. A little more on the conservative side. Especially for some of those like Nightfall tier rewards and those public events that escalate. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to everything that Destiny 2 has to offer. Hopefully it's all pretty awesome. Alright, new shield is out. So at this point, get some grenades out there. Watch for the cannons. And that dude is down, and he went down fast. Big boy. And those are the guys that will come up and mess you up. It's just one. That's all it takes, though. Just one poorly placed situation. It'd be great if I could aim, too. I feel like I'm potatoing right now. Sometimes you just got to do that for one, to get some ammo drops, and two, just to get the job done. Get your shot, get in hiding, come back over here, we good to go. And sometimes they just want to come up and one shoot. You can't stop all things. Where's Ugly? Oh, he's in the fun spot, isn't he? You don't mess me up, I'm gonna mess you up. Now, you rarely get to go super ham on this guy. But if you get the shot, have some fun with it. He will mess you up pretty fast, so be careful. Don't get too aggressive with it, but you may as well not totally waste your supers, right? And again, it's all about the range with Fatebringer. The closer you are, more damage you're going to get on him. Just be careful here. It hurts a lot when he shoots you. And to say the least, I've had a few deaths here, so just goofing around a little too much. Enemies are coming in. Now is a good time to back yourself into this wall. You want to make sure no guys come up here. Straight up a little Siva. Alright, and I don't think we're on Void yet. Got some enemies down though, that's for sure. We're on Void. Okay, fair enough. Alright, if we can get a chance to get super out there, see if we can get a grenade over there on those shanks, because they just are annoying. Really? See? It's the one dude. They just wander around. I don't know if they changed their AI, but they used to not do that. Now the null won't be quite as powerful. Try and get that shot on him. So you can drop that shield down. And then the rest is easy. I say easy, I've died multiple times. The rest basically just means you're not going to have the shields to worry about. Shanks alone can kill you if you're not playing smart. Just keep it all in mind. Keep it smooth. Get some good damage here with Fate. As soon as you hear the audio cue, basically means like the final round of enemies are going to come out. That one, nowhere for him to run. Now, of course I throw the grenade and he teleports, but what are you going to do about that? Try and get some damage from far away. Yeah, I wouldn't advise too much of that. One, I'm out of ammo. Makes this fun. Two, you can do this one two ways. If you need ammo, use grenades, make sure you have something else equipped. Or two, just start melting. Reloading would have been better. Get a grenade over there on the shanks. Gotta have some ammo. Oh, I got ammo for days out here now. Alright, let's have some fun now, because I'm getting a little close here. Just melt some stuff. Well, that was a pretty efficient run there. Got plenty of ammo. I got ammo for days, but yeah. If you ever need an ammo type, just switch it up for a second, you'll be fine. Hi! How's it going, Ugly? I'm gonna sit here and just take my shots? I'm gonna sidearm you to death. That's a terrible idea. Fun though. And back to Fatebringer. Check the guys around the corner. See if anybody's trying to come from below. And we'll finish them off here. Now I want to finish him off in style, so we're going to do this just because I want to. Maybe ill-advised, but I'm going to try and do it anyway. Of course, he's not going to let me do it. Alright, I got plenty of time. I literally want to smash him with my super, so hold tight. See if I can pull him back up here for one more run. If he sits in the back forever, I won't do it, but I'm trying to hope he just kind of pops back up here. He's so low on health, he actually may not, though I kind of wonder. He's got to get up here sometime. He's got to get a little closer. At some point. Can't stay back there forever, can he? Well, he's doing it right now. Get them to move. I don't know if I can. They're just going to keep sending the enemies though, aren't they? It's going to take like one shot. And that will do it. So that is it, guys. Warlock. You can have a lot of fun with it. I did a lot of goofing around today, as you guys saw. But yeah, just enjoy, have fun. Warlock is just going to melt lots of faces, so have some fun kicking some butt. But thank you guys for tuning in. As I said, I'll get more information about my Control Freak partnership up soon. As always, thank you guys for checking in on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube, nice growth there, and on Twitter, of course. I'm going to be posting up some stuff today about kind of what I'm cooking and things like that. So if you want to check it out, I might post some pictures up of my creations in the kitchen. So see if I get anything good. Here we go, round 3 of Nightfalls for the week. So many more videos I'm going to post when Destiny 2 comes out. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, 78,000 points. I haven't been much lower than that all week, and they haven't even been the fastest of runs, let's just say that. Well, I've seen worse, but probably not amazing. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, of course, subscribe on YouTube. Hit that alert bell if you guys want to know when new videos are coming. Follow me on Twitter. Always find some fun stuff on there. And, of course, on Twitch. I try and do these things live most of the time when I can. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great one.